is a hair clipper.
I understand that. But I mean, there's just boxes of this shit. And I shouldn't have to go through it.
Hey, she's right, you should help, but
You know, I will, but let me
No, you won't.
get up and put on my pants and stuff.
you
like
should let him like start his day first. There's a bit of give on both of it. Let him start his day and then get on him about it. I mean, I understand, but
No, none of this is shit. I don't want any of this shit.
yeah, but you know, we're not. I think he broke his clippers. He broke them. He broke his dad's clippers that he got in the army because you wanted to make a point because this is the type of thing that you've been doing recently. And it was for no reason.
Hell, there is some reason. I've been working on this all day. Nobody's helping me.
Mom, you don't have anywhere to go as far as.
Oh, I should do it.
No, but you have no reason to get so riled up so quickly and then break something that is important to Dad. He did tell me like a couple weeks ago that was very important for him. So, and I'm just saying recently you've been really angry in ways that is like strong, angry and hurtful, and it's just hard.
This is difficult for me.
I understand, and I'm trying to like get you to see that there's no reason to speed it up and make it more difficult, because that's only stressing you more, and it's like spiraling you down a bad emotional state, and like that's kind of what the consequences of it is. So, anyway, I'm gonna go down and get some more coffee, but I definitely, give it a little bit of time, and we'll get this done. And it's been sitting here for months.
It's
So
because I haven't been doing anything with it.
I mean, but part of it is letting it sit for a couple more hours or even days is not going to hurt you at all. And that, it just isn't. Now you've hurt yourself in responding. That's what I'm trying to say. So, in that way. Okay, I'm gonna go get some coffee.
I mean, I can't even wait in, can't even help me, can't even talk to me about it.
I mean, would you want to talk to yourself? You're very angry right now.
I am angry.
But this is not uncommon, and it's hard to talk when you're like this, and you're like this a lot now.
Well, I guess we could do something about that, huh?
Yeah. But I don't want to push it any further. And it will clearly.
Do
It's
you think you can take this off?
what this or
No, this, I think that's it.
this?
Yeah. You think that's a filter?
Could be. Do
Yeah,
you have
there's-
do you have an instruction? I think you can pop it out by
There's
just.
no instruction book.
Okay. Well then.
I mean, I'm looking at
For billing troubleshoot, what I would do is look up the model and just go on the internet.
Okay.
But I
You
mean,
can throw the hair regrowth stuff away.
here, just give it a moment now. We're moved on to something, and
I'll look it up.
okay, and we'll get this sorted out, and VMed, Stratus 5 3B Medical Inc. It is an STR 1005. So that would be something.
Let me write that down here.
And I can go right now, or here. You have your laptop right here. Here's the laptop over here.
It's a pen.
I have a keyboard. Yep, here it is. And
Is it, do I have to clean it?
Well, I mean, as far as I pulled it up. Hold on, let me user manual here. Cleaning and maintenance.
What about this? Do you use this at all, or
What is it?
the blood pressure monitor?
Huh?
It's a blood pressure monitor.
No. I use the little thing.
Where is it? Does it go around your wrist?
No, I use that little, thing that you prick thing with and
you
then
go.
you stick the thing on.
That's not blood pressure.
That's blood glucose monitoring.
And
She's
what
saying
is
blood
that?
cuff, the thing that like checks your blood pressure.
Oh, no, I have a thing downstairs on the desk that I
Okay.
check it with.
So here's the user manual. I pulled up the specific page on cleaning and maintenance. It just says unplug it beforehand. It should, it shows.
It doesn't have one of those things on it. Doesn't have one of
It
those.
says left side of the body. This thing. That's this. I don't know what the back thing is, but it's probably somewhere here in the manual, I would assume. But I also think we should not focus on cleaning this right now, because that's like what I'm talking about. We're getting distracted. We should that's the next step or something else, and you can do that as the next thing, so that we don't start something new in the middle of doing this thing that you're already doing, right? So, but yeah, you want me to move this though?
Why don't you leave it over there? I'd like to start using it.
Okay.
Is this something you used here?
What is that? Oh. Nope. I never used it. I didn't even know we had that.
Okay. Let me get my other cup of coffee. So basically what had happened. So basically what had happened was that my mom I went into my mom's room, and I was like talking to her like just for a moment. I can't even remember exactly what I said. And then my dad was in there, and she's like cleaning out. She finally, like, her bathroom's been like disorganized for a while because they've been remodeling it, and she like hold on, let me go make the other cup. And like so she wanted him to help with something, and he's getting older, and like he's just out of she's basically lost on the fact that he's done. He's not going to get any better shape unless she puts her foot down, and she's not going to do that. And I've tried to make her, and she won't do it in any wise or like intelligent way to actually get him to work out. And I don't have the capacity, because she's the one that controls the money in the house. She could actually make it happen, but she doesn't, because she doesn't want to, I don't know, she doesn't want to put her foot down, and she thinks she knows the way to do it, and she doesn't. And she's 80, and in any instance, and the reason I say that is because she's not changing. You can't teach an old dog new trick. Well, you can't teach my mom how to be wise about dealing with my dad, or emotionally like competent in dealing with my dad in a way that actually gets him to do what she wants him to do. And so she acts out in ways where my dad has these clippers, and a couple weeks ago he said specifically, like, those are the only thing that he really wants to keep. And she's like, she's putting away like these boxes of stuff that were in her bathroom, and she's like putting it back after being remodeled, and like putting it back in her drawers and stuff. And the hair clippers are one of those things, and she's asking him about it, but he's doing something else at the moment, because I think he just woke up. But she's just always like, she needs an answer now, and it has to be her way. And she, especially when it's dealing with him, she gives him no patience. She's not patient at all with him, or me, even barely with me at this point. And she, even the neighbors over there where the lady's coming out, I mean, she exploded on that neighbor the other day to where it was almost a neighborhood, like there's a video on my thing. I'm going to post this on my YouTube. There's a video on my YouTube. It's the chickens video. She's just been acting inappropriate recently. I'm trying to record this to show, like, at some point I think I'm going to have to show my aunt, Kathy, like, hey, Cheryl's acting emotionally unstable to the point where it's, like, unhealthy. And she's not making any real steps to like fix her stuff, and she thinks she knows everything, even when it comes to fitness and computers and anything that I clearly know better than her. She doesn't give a fuck, and she wants to do it her way, and she's not going to listen to me even when she asks for my help. And so it's become this, like, this is getting harder and harder. And in any instance, what happened was that she asked my dad to help with something. There's a wasp up there. She asked my dad to help with something. He didn't help at the speed that she wanted, and she got impatient, and she picked up both his clippers or whatever, and in order to make a show like a child does, it's not to teach him anything. He's not going to get anything from it or learn anything from it. It's only because she wants to show him that she is disappointed or angry. This is a fucking childish, bad quality that she has learned, that she is getting more, like, this is how more and more often that she shows that she's disappointed, is that she acts out in some kind of really fucking stupid way that hurts her or someone else. And in any instance, she throws, for no reason, throws his clippers in the thing, his dad's clippers that he got in the army, World War II, breaks his clippers, or like maybe after getting out of the army. And in any instance, they have sentimental value. My dad explicitly told me those are like the only things that he wants. She threw his things in the thing and it broke his clippers. And she's trying to tell me don't say anything about it. It's like, Cheryl, you're a child. God fucking knows I know. Own up to it. You're acting like this over and over and it's hurting you, me, and Dad. Fucking stop it. Like, actually. At this point, I feel like I gotta be Al and tell your sisters and be like, you're hurting Ray and myself. You're not getting any better and you're not learning and trying to be a better person. You want to act like you're worldly, like, you've traveled the world and you have like some kind of knowledge or spirituality or like knowledge of something, but you just act like really worldly and American and like a fucking child. And like, I'm trying to teach you to be mindful and you don't want to listen. You don't think I have anything to offer, which is the worst part of all this. I clearly have things to offer. Like when I'm talking about computers and you act like I'm being impatient when I'm trying to get you to do the simplest thing over and over and over and you don't want to do it. And then when you act like I'm the one that's causing the problem there. And she won't change. And it's like, I try to be as patient and like, I'm not always patient, but it's like, this is like, she is not patient. That's the thing. Ever. Like with me a little bit. With Rayfield, not at all. And it's not okay. And like, she doesn't give him the patience that she wants from him. She didn't, like, she's being a hypocrite. And you know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm talking about having to be Al, I don't have the capacity in this house. I don't have authority to like put my foot down, though I think I actually do. And when it comes out, my mom she's been paying so little attention. She's not going to be happy, like, with herself, that this is what I've been trying to tell her, what's been going on for a while, and she seems to like not care. But in any instance, I just am bothered that she won't give my dad a little more patience when she always wants it from me. And she's being so, like, she broke his thing for no reason. And it's like it's very similar to how she'll slam the door as loud as she can after just a small argument for no reason. The reason is that she wants to make a point to my dad to show how this is how she feels. There's nothing to it. There's no benefit to it. It's only hurtful. It's only unhelpful, And I want a more peaceful reality around here. It talks about in the Bible, like, wasp again. It talks about in the Bible, like, better like living like in a loft, in an apartment loft alone, than like in a huge house with supplies or whatever with a contentious wife. You know what I mean? And like, I can understand that. Cheryl's acting like a contentious wife more and more often for less and less reasons. And like, reasonably, there are things that she needs to change first before she can hold him to any level of any standard. And she won't do it. And it's just frustrating. And like, I can't put my foot down, like I'm saying. I don't control the finances in the house. And like, I'm looked at as someone whose opinion doesn't matter, and I hold no weight in the house. So I can't put my foot down. I put my foot down, and guess what? I have a gimped right leg, and when I try to put my foot down, I'm crippled. And like, my mom doesn't care, and she wants to like go her way, and so I'm getting hurt more and more as I'm crippled because she wants to do her same silly, stupid stuff. I mean, act this same silly kind of emotionally unintelligent, hurtful way for no reason, because she doesn't want to be more mindful. She doesn't want to grow. She doesn't want to get healthy physically, mentally, spiritually. She doesn't want to go to yoga. She doesn't want to do anything that might benefit her in some kind of holistic, healthy way. She just wants to take a pill and eventually die. That's like kind of how I feel. And I don't want that to be the case, and I want to change her, but damn if she didn't want to change herself. So that's all. I don't have anything else to add. So have a blessed one. I'll catch you next. Well, I'm gonna put my phone in my pocket and go up and try to get back in my room, and then I'll end the video there. So.
make her run fast.
I don't know, something's thumping around up there. Just like her. Hold on. Oh, no, I'll say it down here. Her room has been a mess. Her room has been a mess for months. And it's partially because she, instead of letting them finish what they were already working on, she had them start another project that she wanted them to like. And we keep trying to tell her, like, well, you had to eat an elephant one bite at a time, and you started eating another elephant in the middle of eating this one, and then you started another one, and then you're like impatient about it, you know? It's not their fault necessarily, you know what I mean? Like, or not even not necessarily. That's not their fault. You need to be more patient and like just be wise about how you space out the things. But it's been like that for a while, and so she wants it done like back to normal now. And it's like, well, I understand you're starting to like put stuff up today, but like you've been out of sync and out of whack for months. And like you're just really impatient that it needs to be done now how you want, and you're gonna scream at Dad and break stuff. She didn't mean to break it. She meant to make a show out of it. But when you do that like a child, you're gonna break stuff, which she did. So, and like, the point isn't to be critical here. The point is like, there's a bit of an element. You're starting to be shameful, and you're breaking family heirlooms. Like stop, slow down, breathe. This is what I keep trying to say. Mindfulness. What is the purpose? Like, what is there something? Is there other than you're stressed out and you have just this feeling that you want to get rid of like anxiety that it has to be done now, which is like again what I'm saying. It's like, well, don't, you know what I mean? You've had months. Just calm down. It doesn't have to be done tonight. It doesn't have to be done right now. So. That's what I'm trying to say. And that's why I'm just... There's no reason for that. Literally none. And like, up to this point in the day, there was not a fight. We were all was calm. And this is the type of thing where I'm saying, like, more and more often recently, she's disturbing the peace for no reason because she needs to make a show, because she needs to be validated for some kind of... Like, she wants him to do something different that she can't articulate, that she's not just like actually having him do, and she's not putting pressure on in a way that would actually have him do it. She's just making a show for, and she doesn't want to listen to me, who actually is trying to give her advice on how I think you would get this done based on them. Like, I know them. She didn't care. She didn't think I have anything useful to add. So, oh well. All right. they're still in there. I mean, they clearly have made some progress. But yeah. Okay. I'm gonna end this here. God bless one later. Yeah.